How many times have you said yes when everything in you was screaming no? How many times have you shown up for everyone else completely empty? If that sounds familiar, stay right here because this one is for you. Let me ask you something honestly. When was the last time you put yourself first? Not in a small way, not after everyone else it was taken care of, but genuinely, intentionally, unapologetically first. For a lot of us, and I mean a lot, that question is uncomfortable because we were never taught that. Nobody sat us down and said, your needs matter, your energy matters, knowing yourself matters. Instead, we learn to give, to show up, to be there for everyone, all the time. And somewhere in all of that giving, we lost ourselves. I know this because I lived it. Single mother for years, just me and my children, running on empty and calling it strength. Always available, always putting everyone else's needs before my own. Always the last one on my own list. And the honest truth is, I didn't even know what I wanted, what I needed, what felt good in my body versus what was draining me. I had spent so long taking care of everyone else that I had no relationship with myself. And when you don't know yourself, you cannot make good decisions for yourself. The relationships, the choices, the patterns that keep repeating, they're all reflecting something that has not been healed on the inside. This is where God stepped in for me. Not with a loud voice or a dramatic moment, but in the stillness, in the quiet, in those early morning journal pages where I finally stopped performing and started being honest. And what He showed me changed everything. Choosing yourself is not selfish. It's not unkind. It is not abandoning the people you love. It is actually obedience, because you cannot pour from an empty vessel. You cannot give what you do not have. You cannot hear God's specific direction for your life when you are too busy running on fumes for everyone else. Now let me be clear about something important. It is not the self-love content you see everywhere. It is not just saying affirmations in the mirror and treating yourself to something nice. This is work. Deep, uncomfortable, repetitive work. Especially if you have spent years as a people pleaser. Especially if putting yourself first feels completely foreign, even wrong. The first time you do it, it will feel strange. The second time too, maybe even the 10th time. Do it anyway. Because every time you honor yourself, every time you protect your energy, every time you step back when something does not feel right, every time you wait until you feel ready rather than rushing back for everyone else's comfort, you are rewiring something deep inside. You are telling yourself and God that you believe you are worth it. And here is what I have discovered on the other side of doing this work. When you get still enough to really know yourself, when you get quiet enough to hear what God is specifically saying to you, not just a general message, but a personal one meant for your life, everything shifts. The decisions get clearer. The boundaries get easier. The patterns start breaking. The right people and opportunities start showing up. When you are good, really good on the inside, everything else works for your greatest and highest good. This is not a coincidence. That is what happens when you finally put yourself first. When you finally put yourself where God always intended you to be. First. So today I want to invite you to do something that might feel uncomfortable. Get quiet. Get still. Open a journal if you have one. And ask God honestly, who am I really? What do I actually need? Where have I been abandoning myself? And then listen. Not for what everyone else needs from you, but for what He has specifically for you. This is where the real work begins, and that is where everything changes. You are allowed to choose yourself. God does. The affirmation for the week is as follows. I choose myself first. Not out of selfishness, but out of obedience to God and respect for the life He gave me. When I am whole, everything around me flourishes. When I am whole, everything around me flourishes. And don't forget the mantra that I created for the hard days. We're going to use this whenever we need it. It goes as follows. I am not where I was. I am not yet where I'm going. But God is with me right here. And that is enough. I will see you next week for the next truth drop. And I really want you to allow this message to marinate. And I'd love for you to take really good care of yourself. Until next time. Are you a people pleaser? Just tell me in the comments, yes or no. I really want to know who's out there and who can relate to this message. Thank you.